It's cracking, people. Hurry up in the house. I just want to shoot a quick video for the haters, the ones who tune into my video and thumb me down. I fucking love you. Keep hating, please. I like it. It makes me fucking strangely, obsessively fucking like it. I don't know what that meant, but... So, I have a few things to show you guys, an unboxing to do. And just a couple movies that I picked up. Oh, my hair is all fucking weird, huh? Yeah, suave. I'm an ugly motherfucker. Alright, so, my dad picked this up for me because I had mentioned that Twilight Time had put this out, and, that edition's like $35, and I was just curious to see this movie because, I never have before, and it sounds kind of good. Kind of an odd role for Bronson. Actually, what do I know? I don't even know many movies that he's been in. I'm just getting into him, but yeah, Charles Bronson and Jack Palance star in this movie. It says star in a magnificent western as wild and untamed as the Old West itself. Bristling with dynamic action sequences and riveting performances, Chateau's Land is a bold, sweeping tale of passion, vengeance, and cold-blooded murder. So that sounds pretty cool. And I definitely wanted to check it out without having to spend $35 on a movie that I don't particularly really need, but I'm happy to have. So that's the DVD of Chateau's Land. Next up is a movie, I couldn't believe FYE had this. They're selling SRS Studios DVDs now, I guess. Or as far as I know, this is the first time I've ever seen one there. So this is Garotica. I just think that's awesome that FYE is carrying these anyway. Just want to say that. But so this movie is about some jewel thieves working for the enigmatic Miss Miles. After their latest job goes wrong, Max swallows a large diamond. I'm sorry, let me start this over. Okay, so Neil and Max are jewel thieves working for the enigmatic Miss Miles. After their latest job goes wrong, Max swallows a large diamond, the main piece from the job, so they won't be caught with the evidence. Unfortunately, he ends up getting shot and killed by a police officer soon after, leaving Neil with a rather sticky situation: how to retrieve the diamond. Meanwhile, he's run into necrophiliac Carrie, who takes an immediate shine to Max, and promises to help Neil dispose of the body. Problem is, Carrie wants it fresh, and Neil needs to get inside. What to do? Sounds pretty fucked up, so... somebody had mentioned that this was awesome, so I wanted to grab it. Again, without having to spend $30 on a Blu-ray, so... that's cool. If you guys have seen Garotica, please let me know what you think. Alright. So I picked this up yesterday. I had ordered it from Amazon. Haven't seen this movie yet, so I'm really stoked. This is The Revenant. The movie, I think that... It's funny, it says Tom Hardy is exceptional on the back, but Leonardo DiCaprio won his first Oscar, I think, for this movie. So, yeah, this movie's supposed to be fantastic, and I am really excited to check it out. I'm sure most of you guys know what it's about. It's about trappers, so... yeah. I'm stoked for that one. Again, I have a code for this. Nobody actually hit me up for the Star Wars code. So I've got a Revenant code as well, so just ask and I'll give them to you guys. I didn't know it was so hard to give things away on YouTube, but fuck, hey, at least people aren't using me, right? Alright, so I've got a box to open real quick. This is from Diabolic, and there's 6 movies in here, if I remember correctly. And, let's see. Alright, so, I had placed this last Friday, this order, and came in today, Wednesday. So we've got Candy. I guess I'll just do one at a time. So this is a new release from Kino Lorber. And I like when they're all black like this. It's kind of like sync with all the others. I like that. So this is a release. I'm not sure when this comes out. I'm assuming it's not. The release date hasn't hit yet because Kino oftentimes gets stuff early on Kino. I'm sorry. Diabolic gets Kino releases early on their site. So, this is a brand new 2K HD restoration. It says Candy Christian is an innocent yet luscious high school student, and when fate sends her on a far-out journey of sexual discovery, Candy, on her trippy travels, encounters lust and lunacy at the hands of a drunken poet, a Mexican gardener, a patriotic general, a mad surgeon, and a mystic guru. By the way, we've got Ringo Starr as the Mexican gardener, Walter Matthau as the poetic general, James Coburn as the mad surgeon, Marlon Brando as the mystic guru, and Richard Burton as the drunken poet. So it's a pretty good cast here. It says, can the world's most stalwart members get their own sweet piece of candy, or will a final freaky twist swallow her whole forever? John Astin, Charles Ansevard, John Huston, Elsa Martini, and blah, 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 and boxing legend Sugar Ray Robinson co-star in this notoriously sexy 60s satire featuring music by the Byrds and Steppenwolf and based on the novel by Terry Southern and Mason Hoffenberg that scandalized the decade. Screenplay by the great Buck Henry, who did The Graduate, and directed by actor Christian Marquand of Flesh and Blood. So, yeah, I like the artwork on this. This is actually what attracted me to this movie initially. Pretty sexy. It's kind of funny, though. That image almost looks like it was printed on a computer screen. Or like it's a boot or something, but it's definitely not. But yeah, so that's Candy. I'm just going to throw it in a little cellophane wrap real quick. And if any of you guys know about any of these next 5 titles that I show you, please drop a line in the box and let me know what you think. So that's Candy. Next up we have a film by the name of Steel Justice. This is another one by Kino. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard to see that, but yeah, I don't know anything about this movie. Again, the cover art was just attractive to me and looks like a good action flick, so definitely wanted to scoop it up. And I'm not sure what the release date is for this one either, but I know if you go on Diabolic, you can grab it right now. Let's see. Do we get no reversible cover art, just blank like Candy. So it says, you don't need recruit John Steele, you unleash him. I'm sorry, you don't recruit John Steele, you unleash him. When the police needed someone to stop the Vietnamese mafia, there was only one choice. The Vietnam War didn't end for John Steele, it just changed locations. Martin Cove stars as Steele, a battle-hardened, spirit-scarred vet unable to find his niche in mainstream America. But when Southern California's drug-running Vietnamese mafia murders his best friend, I keep reading that wrong, sorry. Steele finds a new war to fight and unleashes an action-packed array of blazing firepower and deadly finesse known as Steel Justice. Written and directed by Robert Boris, Electra Glyden Blue, and featuring a top-notch cast that includes Sella Ward, Ronnie Cox, Bernie Casey, Sun Teko, Peter Kwong, Al Leong, Jen Gan Boyd, and Sarah Douglas. So yeah, I haven't heard of any of those people, but what do I know? I don't really consider myself well-versed in the wide genre of cinema. I just like horror, but anyway, badass cover art, probably a pretty good action flick, so I'm happy to have that one. Alright, next up, another Kino release. Same thing. We have Assassin starring Charles Bronson again. This is another release that I don't think is out yet. Let's see, and again, blank interior. And so it says, the Secret Service has never been this lethal. Hard-hitting action, cross-country adventure, and a government conspiracy that goes all the way to the top. In this pulse-pounding political thriller, action superstar Charles Bronson is at his rugged best as a man on a mission to protect the First Lady from ruthless assassins. When veteran Secret Service agent Jay Killian is assigned to protect the president's pampered and difficult wife, he knows she will be a handful. But what he doesn't know is that assassins are out to kill her. Not only must Killian use his lethal experience to shield the First Lady from danger, he must also do it while tracing her would-be murderer to the highest office in the land. From Peter Hunt, the director of On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Shout at the Devil, and Death Hunt. So that is Assassin. So far we've got 3 new releases from Kino. And there were 6 total in this box. Alright. What else we got? So I got a couple DVDs here. I guess I'll show you those real quick. Let's see. Alright, so both of these I had seen advertised on the Diabolic site for a few weeks now, and then I heard Mr. Parka talk about them on his last update, so that piqued my interest as well. Shut the fuck up, man. Phone won't stop ringing. Alright, so this is Escape from the Insane Asylum. And apparently this is a shot-on-video flick that's fucking balls out. Crazy. Batshit insane. It says, after being committed to a sanatorium by her wealthy husband, a rich heiress is on a race against the clock to prove her sanity and to expose the savage medical experiments that are being performed in the asylum. Massacre Video, in collaboration with Vinegar Syndrome, presents the obscure Escape from the Insane Asylum on DVD for the first time ever, starring legendary cult writer, producer, actress Renee Harmon, and that's about it. Oh, I hate that when the sticker tears off the stuff there, but cool. So this is Escape from the Insane Asylum. You do get some reversible cover art, which is nice too, but I think I'll just keep that because it's a little bit more in your face. So let's see. So 2 more releases here, guys. Was Escape from the Insane Asylum. Alright, so next up we have a film called Back from Hell. It says a film by Matt Jasel. Jack, an up-and-coming Hollywood actor, sells his soul to Satan and returns home after he is unable to fulfill his end of the pact. After being attacked by hooded men, Jack meets up with his old childhood friend, who is now a priest named Father Aaron. Together, the two must now fight the forces of evil, battling demons, psycho killers, and even zombies. Massacre Video is proud to present the Michigan-lensed splatter thriller Back from Hell, directed by Matt Jasel, who directed Necrophiles, Legion of the Night, and Revolution 666 in an all-new director-approved edition. So, yeah, I don't know anything about this film, other than it is a Massacre Video release, and you can get it for pretty cheap on Diabolic. I think I paid $12.99 for this one, or... I hate how they put these stickers on the top. Stupid protection. It doesn't even do anything to protect. All it does is rip the cover art. So again, this one has reversible cover art. It's pretty ugly though. It's pretty awful. So I'll stick with the cover that's featured. even though it's not very nice either. But yeah, so that's Back from Hell. If any of you guys have seen that one, please let me know. I've never seen it, never heard of it. Alright, and last up for the box we have the limited edition cover of Diary of a Deadbeat. Now, Mr. Parker had raved about this release on his review of it and said it was an amazing documentary on Jim Van Beber. I've only seen one of his films, and right now I am drawing a blank. Which one is it? Oh, yeah, the Manson family murders. And I like that a lot. Vinegar Syndrome, I believe. Either Vinegar Syndrome or Severin, I think it was. Had put out a nice edition of that. But this is pretty sweet. I like this limited cover art. It's pretty cool. And so yeah, this is Diary of a Deadbeat, the story of Jim Van Beber. Jim Van Beber, an uncompromising underground outlaw filmmaker from Greenville, Ohio, has become one of the most infamous and controversial American independent filmmakers of our time. Van Beber brought us such cult classics as Deadbeat at Dawn, My Sweet Satan, The Manson Family, and many others. Shot over the course of several years, Diary of a Deadbeat is a documentary that follows Van Beber's life from his early Super 8mm films to his days in Hollywood. Directed by young auteur Victor Bonacore, the documentary features interviews with an eclectic group of artists including Pantera's Phil Anselmo, transgressive film director Richard Kern, Skinny Puppy's Nivek Ogre, R.A. the Rugged Man, Heidi Honeycutt, Stephen Biro, Damon Packard, Jesse Seitz, and many more. So yeah, I've heard this is an awesome documentary, so if you guys are interested in learning more about Jim Van Beber's life, I heard it's pretty terrific, and just about filmmaking in general, so you don't necessarily have to be a fan of his films to enjoy this movie and to learn from it, so I've heard. So yeah, so that's my little haul, guys. That's Back from Hell, Escape from the Insane Asylum, Charles Bronson, An Assassin, Steel Justice, Candy, The Revenant, which I can't wait to watch, Erotica, and Chateau's Land on DVD. Alright guys, sorry I'm kind of in a hurry, so I've got to jet, but thank you for watching my video as always, and if you want those UV codes, just hit me up, alright? Peace.